Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm in my Alpine Tiger flying solo on Great Wall, and this is one of my favorite maps. Really, it's just because the southwest corner of this map is just one of my favorite chokes. It's got the two layers to it, and then it's got the outside angle of the wall that people can kind of shift in from there, and then there's the high point in like H3 that just adds different elevations to the battle. And it's just a really fun choke point that if you work well with your team and pay attention to your map, you can maximize your damage. Now I'm a big dog here, and it's really, in my opinion, not that great of a game, just because there's not really like a big brawling engagement here, and this thing has really good armor. Like, I've been impressed with this thing's armor, and this thing is my favorite tank to look at. I think this is the sexiest tank in the game. They should have more tanks like this, except it costs way too much silver. Alright, so once I get to this southern point here, I have two options, and I can go left or right. And left is probably the direction that newer players will go to go fight that Object 416. But really, you want to stay to the right here. Use the hill or the mountain to your advantage. You're going to stay safe from Artie and other potential tanks that are sitting in like E1. And you're going to be able to get cross shots if the 416 backs up. If he doesn't back up, then he's probably going to die from your teammates. Get a nice shot into his side. And I don't know why the Twitch was lagging here, so I apologize. There's a few glitches in the game replay, as you've seen earlier. Get my second shot into the back of his head, get the kill. You can hear Artie explodes against the mountain. And I missed a shot on that Chrysler K, and I can't get my gun down on the Oho. So I'm gonna aim a drive wheel shot here, track him. He's gonna repair it, and then he's going to start to back up. I'm going to look for a shot on the Oho because the Chrysler K's in the back. Plus I want to put pressure on him so he just doesn't get free shots into my teammate. And the Chrysler K shuts down my Warlord. He starts to look at me, so I just snap my shot rather than focusing on the drive wheel. And then he is got his blinders on. He's just trying to push hard and heavy, and my shell goes a little to the right there, but it does get into the side of his tank. And then here I'm looking at his engine deck, and I realize I can pen the back of his turret as well. So then once I realize that, I mean, there's not much of a deal of like where I aim that shot, so I was trying to say. So I loaded up heat here for the Oho, and then this T29 came trundling over, and this guy is not a very good player because he just parks here and continually takes my shells. Artie barely misses me. Aim at his gun turret there, shut him down. And now that Oho isn't really doing anything. Now he is fighting my two teammates, but they have a big push going down the 4 line. So I want to try to get over here and help my teammates. They're still alive. I'm going to lose one on top of the hill here. But if I can get back, that's going to be my best chance to beat these tanks here. As we come around the corner, we snap a KV2. And then I think I realized that I had my Prem rounds in, so I put my AP rounds in. There's a T26E4 or an Unskinned Freedom right here. And I'm looking for a shot in the side of his head, but since he was starting to, or the side of his tank, but since he started to turn, I had to look for the side of his head. But my Minuteman that's with me was able to shut him down. I'm going to snap a shot into this IS-3, I get a drive wheel shot, and I was really just looking for a shoulder plate shot, so I felt like I got a little lucky there. I believe he fixes that, and then he backs up, and he turns just enough to angle to where I can't pen him. And you can see I've taken a few hits, and I have yet to receive any damage. My track is damaged, and that's about it. I was I would say, I guess, fail platooning with hoops in this thing. And because this has preferential matchmaking, so it only sees tier 9s, but he was working on some tier 8s, so I told him to just go ahead and I'll see what this thing's capable of, and I was impressed with it against tier 10s. Now the penetration is not good, so if there's a downside to it, that's the problem. But like my IS-3 video that I made, which I'll link to here, link to this video, you can check that out. The armor feels a lot like the IS-3. It can handle itself in tier 10s if used correctly. You control people with it. The gun is awesome when you do pen. It's like 400 alpha damage, and then it's not awesome there when I load heat and I don't aim my shot carefully. Kind of dips low into the track there, and all I do is crit his track because heat rounds don't go through. Alright, so get this butt, and my Miniman caught up to me. So we are going to be able to take this 2v1, and I'm not sure if the Miniman's going to be able to pen the Tiger 2, but the Tiger 2 continually backs up and exposes his lower plate. So I give him a great shot, and then I give him an awesome, because the fact that we pulled that out at the end there was pretty fun. And a nice result in the Alpine Tiger, 4,261 damage. And really, if I get another ace tanker that's more of a brawling, I'll show you guys that. But this is my first ace tanker in the Alpine Tiger, so I wanted to feature it. Plus, it's on Great Wall, and I really wanted to point out the fact that I love that choke point. Just talk about that a little bit. Yeah, so ace tanker, high caliber, 4 kills, makes good silver, and I don't know, it just looks really cool. I don't think it's worth the silver. I think it's on 50% off right now, in-game deals, or deal of the week. But I still probably wouldn't pay 7,000 silver for it. I don't know. It's cool looking, so if you're into that. That's all I got for you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video.